What's up, everybody? It's your boy TGK back with another What's Up with the Mavs episode. This is episode number 5. Man, without wasting your time, let's go ahead and let's get straight into the topic. But before we get started, today is a very special episode. We have a very special guest, one half of the We Talk Mavs, King Stradamus himself. King is in the building. What's up, man?
Nothing much, brother. Thank you for having me. I know you are the official, unofficial pregame host, but thank you so much, man. But I know some things to talk about with the Mavs, so let's get into it.
Let's get into it, man. So unfortunately, this week has been a very, very dry week. It's like, I don't know what they say in Southern California, never rains or something like that. They got drenched, but we didn't, you know? So let's go ahead and show y'all one of the things that we have that happened this week, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, JaVale McGee, quote unquote, will be stretched and waived according to Shams Charania. I can never say his name right. King, can you?
I think that was correct.
Look at me. We got an August 31st deadline. That is in 7 days. And then on top of that, with him being let go, if he is let go, if they don't find a trading partner, then we will re-sign veteran forward Markieff Morris without reading this entire article because this has been beat to death already for the last couple of days. What are your thoughts on, JaVale McGee being let go and keeping Morris if that does end up happening?
It's not my favorite option. I don't have a problem with Markieff Morris, though. Markieff, I should say. I wanted to see more of him last year. I know after the year was over, he talked about, coming back to the team. I didn't know how serious he was, but it seemed like he was. And the JaVale McGee thing, I would have rather seen him as part of a trade, but, I mean, you got to take what you can get. So I knew they were going to let go of JaVale McGee. It is what it is. And hopefully we can get someone else in the door.
And honestly, I just want to say that this was a complete failure on the Dallas Mavericks organization that you gave this man this contract. And in theory, initially we're like, yay, we got a center. But the fact that you gave him as much as you gave him when the market was $3 million versus $6 million, that was a complete failure on the Mavericks. And we're not one to sugarcoat our fandom, but we also ain't going to be homers to the Mavericks. So they got to get some criticism here. But hey, if he's not for the team, then we go ahead and let him go. But I don't know about the Morris pickup. I will say I'd be more interested in Theo simply for the culture and rah-rah, but that's just me because I'm a Theo homer. So that's just
that's your best friend now, the TGK, we know.
Yeah, but, gotta get him on the show.
I told you I'm for, well, shout out to Theo. Please come join the show, Theo. But I was for neither of them. Like, I don't want Theo, nor do I want Dwight Powell. So I don't want to find a way to bring either one of them back. I know people are trying to say, I'd rather have this one than that one. I don't want either one of them, really. So Markieff Morris, I feel like can do more damage, I should say. And really I don't want to say a point center, but, a forward or a center that can actually shoot threes and defend some guys for us. So I'm all right with Markieff Morris.
Yeah, I just figure he's going to be like our temporary Udonis Haslem of the Mavericks because I don't see him getting any play, but I guess he got some kind of, respect in the league. So we'll see what he gives us, man.
James Johnson all over again. But I think he can do more than James Johnson, though. So shout out to Markieff.
I don't know if he has a black belt, but, shout out Markieff.
No, you're right about that one. But I know he will try to fight at least.
Yeah, he'll try. All right, we'll give him credit for that. Let's get into the next topic, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so for the next topic, it is Curry's saying some really nice words about Luka. Check out the clip.
The ones that are going to be on the stage every playoff run, trying to, win the championship and chasing MVPs and All-Stars and all NBA teams and all that. Luka's like the guy, obviously, that's right on the precipice of accomplishing all those accolades and just what he's about as a player, and that threshold of like how do you just crack through? I hope it's not now, but it's like when you play against him, like you can feel it, and so yeah, I mean.
All right, King. So you heard what Curry had to say for Luka Doncic. We know that they have a little bit of a background that they used to work out together during Luka's rookie year, something like that. They did the Curry workout. So they got a little bit of history. And for him to say what he said about Luka, that to us, that was pretty big. And I'm pretty sure to Luka it was pretty big. What were your initial thoughts when you heard that?
You know what I say, TGK? I think Luka is going to be the greatest offensive player of all time. This is just reassurance to me. I think the other players see it. Real recognized, real, as people say. Steph, LeBron, Paul George, Kawhi, like the names go on. I think they all speak for Luka. And I mean, it's his time, man. Let's do it.
Yeah, no, that's how I felt about it. I was like, he's kind of like, all right, this is where the torch is gonna go. It's just, I don't know, if we're trying to hand it off to him yet, but if it's gonna be his, he got to snatch it from us, type of deal. But to give him that kind of praise over quote unquote Jason Tatum, which gets a lot of praise over Luka sometimes, it feels like, because of, you know, East Coast bias. But like, Luka is the next guy, and for people not to recognize it, it's good to see someone like Curry is able to recognize it and to say that he is on the cusp, on the precipice to be that guy. That was so dope to hear, and it's also obviously reassuring. Like, all right, Luka is that guy, and he's that threat moving forward.
And you also know that Steph has played a lot of these young guys in the playoffs now. Like, it's not a new thing. So he's played Jason Tatum and Luka in the same playoff run. So It is what it is, man. Shout out to Gilbert Arenas and the whole crew. Steph Curry as well for being in Baltimore County. And I appreciate them actually stating that it was Baltimore County instead of Baltimore, because here in Baltimore we think it's two different things. It's not the same. But shout out to them being here, though.
Explain that, because I heard that when he said it. Well, what's the difference? What's the difference between Baltimore County and Baltimore City?
It's more suburb. The city is the city, and the county is more the suburbs and all that type of stuff. So more of, I guess, the inner city urban life is more in the city, and then you know, it becomes what should I say, friendlier or less dangerous in those areas. So I mean, it's not a bad thing, but it's just that we know when you say you're from Baltimore here that you're from Baltimore City or you're from Baltimore County.
Gotcha. Okay, maybe I'll be out there in Baltimore one day trying to, you know, right some wrongs out there. All right, so the schedule, the Dallas Mavericks NBA schedule has been out for a week now. King, I want to show you what this schedule is looking like. If there's anything off the top of your head as far as like what games you looking forward to or anything like that, let me pull it up here for us. Bang. So yeah, what were your initial thoughts on the schedule release, and what are you looking forward to, bro?
As I said, like on the last show, I'm not really on a crossover. I'm not really a guy that looks at the schedule and says, "Oh my goodness, this game or that game," because I know every year is a different team that you're playing on. It's a different team that you have on your team as well. And we know how Jason Kidd and the team likes to run the team as far as certain games you have off, certain games you play. So it's not like we used to have a free bingo space, as a saying on the show, but now we don't even say that anymore because you don't know which game is a free bingo space anymore. So I'm excited for all of it, man. I'm more excited for the season to actually start and get started, just to see how guys, click and react. And at that point, when you find out what type of team you actually have and you're dealing with, then you can decide which games are more exciting and that type of stuff. So I'm just excited for the games in general.
Yeah, I mean, for me, definitely that the Phoenix Suns on Christmas.
You already know.
Yeah, you already know. Like that one's the one I want us to get a dub on. Definitely rub it in the Suns fans' face, because there was a Suns podcast that they were like, "Oh, the Mavericks on Christmas," and we're like, "Oh hell yeah, the Suns on Christmas." So there's two different dynamics in the perspectives of fans and how they look at both of these teams. So we're excited to face them, where they're like, we don't want to face them because they're scared. Because they're scared, man.
They started the TGK. They started all of this. We had no problems with the Phoenix Suns.
At all.
None.
Like we beat them in the playoffs, and we never carried beef, but now we do, you know. Yeah. But we're gonna chop water or chop wood and carry water, like Kyrie said.
Water, yes, sir. Kyrie.
All right, another Mavericks news. It was Steph Curry's birthday yesterday, so shout out to Steph Curry. Happy birthday. Glad you were Dallas Mavericks again. Hopefully you were a sharpshooter like you were the last time. Hopefully. And in more news, the FIBA World Cup starts tomorrow, so you'll be able to see Josh Green, Dante Exum on Australia. You'll be able to see Dwight Pizzle-Powell on Canada, and then you'll also be able to see Luka Doncic on Slovenia, and specifically, Luka is playing on August the 26th at 6:30 a.m. Central Time, 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time against Venezuela. Who you got, Venezuela or Slovenia?
I'm gonna say Slovenia, but
it should be Slovenia. Should be.
Would I be surprised away from things I've seen in the qual. I mean, not the exhibitions, I should say. I mean, I hope they got something up their sleeves. How about I say that?
Yeah, I'd hope so too. I mean, putting Luka through all that, it's like he left one team where he was carrying them all season, then got help, and he was still, with a nagging injury. Now he's got to go to this team and put it on his back again. I don't know. I mean, but I'm just gonna reserve comment. I don't want to be the negative Nancy here. But anyway, so for any Mavericks fans out there, those are gonna be your players that are in this FIBA World Tournament. Again, Dante Exum and Josh Green on Australia, and then Dwight Pizzle-Powell on Canada, and Luka on Slovenia. And it all begins tomorrow at whatever time in the broad morning. I don't know the start time tomorrow, but should be fun. Any final comments, King? I appreciate you hopping on this episode, man. Let them know where they can find you. They know where to find you, but let them know, man.
You can find us on Glow Mavs. We talk Mavs. We do crossover shows. We do members only on Fridays, guys. You know the game. Most of the Glow Yard is here as well, part of TGK TV family. So I appreciate you as always, TGK. You're a member of the Glow Yard yourself, bro.
Yes, sir.
And I'm ready, man. I'm ready for the season. Thank you guys so much, everybody that's watched this. Do your thing, TGK. Do your thing. Hey, Drake.
Hey. I was gonna wear my bulletproof vest because I'm gonna go see 50 Cent tomorrow, but I was like, nah, let me chill out and put some more casual.
The first song, though, before you go, the first song got to be "What Up Gangster," right? That's how you go. He got to come out, right?
He's got to. But I think he comes out to "I'm on some ish." He starts that off, and then he goes into "What Up."
Okay,
Gangster.
What Up? I know "What Up Gangster" got to be one of the first.
Yeah, I had to. I'm mad that he don't play Baltimore Love thing, but I'll talk to him later about that. Like Fifth, come on, dogs. Anyway,
that's the massacre, right? Yeah, that was the massacre.
Yes, massacre. Love that song. All right, man. It's been your boy TGK here with King from We Talk Mavs. Appreciate y'all watching. Sorry about the slow news week, but hey, we're gonna do what we can. Anyway, guys, it's been your boy TGK, and we are out. Catch y'all next week.